On second thoughts, welcome back to Movies TV Mad. I'm Mick, your host with the most just your girlfriends and your wives. You can follow me on X Twitter at Movies TV Mad and on Instagram and on Threads at Movies TV Mad X. On TikTok, Mad Mickey's World, and on Snapchat, BMouth60, Mick, your host with the most. A very warm welcome to Doctor Who and the Robot Revolution on second thoughts. Let me read you what I wrote on Russell T Davies' post, the showrunner of Doctor Who. I'm going to read it because my memory's crap and I can't sometimes I forget what I want to say in a video, and my videos are never prepared. Anyway, let's give it a read. Things I loved about the episode. I love Belinda. For me, she's the best companion since Bill. Her reactions are so in keeping with a working class girl in a fantastical situation. She doesn't take her situation in her stride. She's in a crazy situation, and ordinary people don't just shrug their shoulders in those situations. She's saying to the doctor, just take me home. You're dangerous. If I stay with you, I'm a dead woman. I don't want this life. I just want to go home. It's a bit like when the Cowardly Lion asks Dorothy to stay, and she says, I love you, but I can't stay here. I need to go home. So she's very honest and brave, but she's also afraid, as anyone would be. So she's brilliant. I love the wacky concept. It was pure entertainment from minute one. So a lot of you will look at me and say, are you sure about that, Mick? You enjoyed this episode that much? Yes, I really did. Because I've been all over my social media already today, and I mean, I'm recording this quite early on a Sunday morning here from Iron Apple, Cyprus, and I'm deciding, I'm all over my social media saying I'm choosing love. Because there's something very sad about the world we live in, about social media influencers, people with a lot of followers, but especially the entertainment industry. In movies and TV now, there is so much rage baiting. And in the Robot Revolution, RTD has inserted some rage baiting. Now, it may be construed, I think misconstrued, as anti-male propaganda, but it's been inserted in there to insert some rage from us, especially straight white dudes. So we can be angry, so we can make videos and keep on talking about Doctor Who and keep it trending. And the only way rage baiting stops if we stop taking the bait. So I'm choosing love in everything. I'm not going to take the rage bait anymore. And I've taken the rage bait in the past. So I think this is Russell T Davies' best script since the end of time, part 2. I think Belinda, so far, it's only just been one episode, is the best companion since Bill. And it's my opinion that Chibnall should have kept Bill as the Doctor's, Jodie Whittaker's, the first female Doctor's only companion. Bill should have stayed. I love that Doctor Who is an ever-changing universe, but you need connections to the last time, to the last Doctor. And Pearl Mackie would have been a perfect foil for Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. And if they wanted to do the romance thing, obviously Bill was gay, right? It made sense. It really did make sense. Because Chibnall's companions didn't work in any way, shape or form as far as I'm concerned. Not the actor's fault, it's all in the writing. Is it Millie Gibson's fault that her companion had no soul, personality? We didn't really get her story, where she was coming from. She made it snow. Now, I kind of understand the mentality why basically her character had nothing. No chemistry with the Doctor, nothing. I get it. And I don't want to talk about why, but it's pretty obvious why this companion's getting a really good fleshed out character that makes sense, that I really, really liked. And I think I'm going to enjoy watching Verada Sefu as this companion. So I think she was fantastic. It's been a very interesting ride thus far for Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor, because RTD has written him in a very different way. This is a Doctor who wears lots of disguises, puts on wigs, wears different clothes. He doesn't have a outfit. He has a bunch of outfits, and that's been really difficult to get used to. He's a really, really different type of Doctor, but I'm starting to understand his Doctor. I don't think that season 1 of RTD2 was bad. It was just bland, and it just didn't do anything for me. And I didn't like the villain in the double finale either. It just didn't work. None of it worked, right? It flew over my head. I can't even remember half the episodes. But from minute 1 to the end of the Robot Revolution, I was at the very, very least entertained. And that's the important thing here. So on the Robot Revolution second thoughts, my mind is made up that I enjoyed this episode more than I disliked it. That I can choose love and ignore the rage baiting.